Some of them get slapped. And that bit with my man. Tell him to stop playing with my bands. Stop playing with my bands. Tell him come to the land. And that bit with my hand. Hey, and we all finna dance. You know we finna dance, and we finna dance. Okay, what's up, YouTube? So if y'all hear talking in the background, like any type of talking, try not to mind it because it's just my friends. I'm on the phone. I should probably go hang up, but I should put my AirPod. I don't know, but and it's loud and the volume all the way down. When I need it to be loud, it don't want to be loud. The minute I need it to be low, it wants to be loud. FaceTime, let's do better. But yeah, I think I'm going to hang up. But yeah, we're gonna do a story time today. Before I go hang up, I'm gonna just tell you guys what this video is about. Today I'll be doing a story time on the time I almost fought my best friend. And yeah, this story is really juicy. Y'all, we gonna get into it or whatever. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so today's story time, I'll basically talking about the time, like I said, talking about the time that I almost fought my best friend. So we're gonna get into it. Should I put my fake lashes on? Like, not for wrong relation, but nah, let me not. Anywho, we're gonna get into the story time because yeah. And when I say this friendship, like this whole, it's just gonna mess up. When I say this whole friendship was just toxic on toxic, like I should have got out of the friendship a long time ago from when it first started. So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory on her. We're gonna call her Lisa just because I don't want to use her name, but if she watches, she gonna know who I'm talking about. Do I care? I really don't. But let's get into it. So after the time I almost fought her, just like a little side note, like something for y'all to keep in mind, we did wind up becoming back like best friends, like how we used to be. But yeah, and I'm gonna do another story time on how we stopped being friends for real. And yeah, so let's get into the story. So I'm gonna give you guys a little like backstories on what led me up to want to fight her. So like I said, like I keep doing this, like I said, let's get into the story. Okay, so like the first like little side story, no, I'm gonna talk about how I met her. Hold on. So okay, so this kind of how like I met her. So when I went to the school, I was friends. Okay, so it's like a lot. So I met this girl in 5th grade. We weren't in the same school, but she lived right next door to me. So no, never mind, because I don't think they went to, never mind. So let's forget that one. And this is how we met. So I became friend. No, I kind of need that story. Okay, so yeah, I met this girl who lived next door to me, and we became friends. And we were in 5th grade at the time, so we weren't even middle school yet. Once we got to middle school, she had met these girls. Well, like she was already in school with these girls that she was friends with, and then those girls that she was friends with became friends with another one of my other best friends. I'll probably do a story time on her too. I'm not sure. Best friends. She became friends with one of my best friends, not the least, so we talk about it this story time. So eventually, I didn't really like the other 2 girls that she was friends with. We're not gonna say their names either, just because I don't like them. I didn't like them. If I see them, I probably still won't like them, but I don't know. I don't care. But anywho, what happened? What happened? Yeah, so we're talking about how they met. Okay, so yeah. They became friends with this girl that came from another school. So like it was 2 schools that you had to go to, and you get enrolled into another one. If that make, like, if this doesn't make sense, I am so sorry. Okay, so let me put it like this. Okay, so there's 2 schools, 2 elementary schools. As soon as like you finish, you don't even have to enroll into middle school. You're automatically placed in that middle school that I was at. With my school, I had to apply to go there because I with the elementary that I was at, like connected to it, there was a middle school, so like I would have been set. But I changed from that school and then went to the school that I was at. When you guys figured out, like I was really shook. It was like, you went to da da da. I was like, but yeah, that's where I went, and like all of them, we were just in there. So like the 2 girls that the girl that I met next door was friends with. This is really confusing, like, and I'm so sorry, but the girl that I met next door was friends with these two girls, and those two girls eventually became friends with one of my best friends. Like later on, we became best friends, like really close. And then that girl was friends with Lisa. So that's how like I kind of started talking to her. But like the way we became close, I was in this after school program, and I had met these two Hispanic girls, and like we were friends or whatever. And one day we saw Lisa sitting alone, so we was like, let me go talk to her. And like I said, like I kind of like spoke to her, like we was kind of associates or whatever, because I was friends with her friend, and then my friends was friends with her friends, and then friends with her, and just like a lot. So anyway, what happened? Yeah, so like I said, we went up to her. We was like, oh, like, do you want to come with us? Like, we could talk, da 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 da. And like she was like, no, at first, and like. I'm the person, like, I don't like to see people alone, so like we were very adamant. Like we would just sit by her, like just sit by her and then talk about random stuff. And you know, eventually she got comfortable enough to like start talking to us. So eventually, like I said, this person gonna know who I'm talking about, because I'm finna drop the group name and all that we had. So we were in this program, and we called ourselves the Fleek Squad. And it was really bad. Like we record ourselves doing stupid stuff. We will just do stupid stuff in the program. Like we were really close. Like it was just the four of us. We were like mad close. But yeah. So like I said, like we're close now. Like we're friends, best friends, da 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 da. Anywho, I'm gonna redo this. I can't wait to redo my hair. Oh my gosh. Anywho, after we became like close friends, this is where like all the stupid, just the crazy stuff started happening. I'm like, this girl is weird. Like, it's a no for me. So the first incident, like we're in after school program, and we're walking in the line to like go to the classroom, because like there was like outside time and then classroom. No, it was like snack, classroom, outside. So we were going to the classroom portion of the after school care, and she slapped me. And I'm like I said, like I know you're my friend, like you know friends just gonna hit each other. But the way she slapped me was a little too hard for my liking. I was like, and she like, ha ha ha, key. I was like, what? No. So I punched her. And then that's when she's like, girl, stop playing, da 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 da. And her nails were long, right? Like kind of like mine's, but like if y'all see how long my nails could grow, like they broke. But like I'm gonna show y'all when my nail go really long. Like hers is like a little bit shorter than mine's. But that's not the point. Well, that is the point. But she grabs onto my skin like this, digs her nails in, and then like just grabbing it really hard until some skin came up. I don't think I put any up, right? Oh yeah, I did. Oops. So where she pulled some skin up, and I'm like, no, she didn't. I was like, no, she didn't. Like I said, I have anger issues now, but my anger issues was way worse in like 6th grade, like when I was a little kid. So I'm like, I was about to drag her, but I was like, you know what, Jay, calm down, because you're gonna get in trouble. Your mama don't play that, and da 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 da. So she had a white jacket on. I took a Sharpie and scratched, like did like that with it. She's like, stop, I was just playing. I was like, bro, what is wrong? Like, this girl is a real weirdo, bro. I went home looking like scratches on my arms and stuff. I'm like, no, that's your friend today. Like, she real playful, but she played a little too much. So I'm like, okay, that's my friend. Let me calm down. Next incident. What is the next incident? This the next incident. Oh my God, like this made me so mad. So, she came up to me, because we're in the same, like, I just know it's science class. We were in the same science class together. And she comes up to me. She's like, oh, can I borrow paper? I'm like, yeah, for sure, sis. Like, my best friend, like, period. So I give her paper. And she calls one of my friends. I don't know. I won't do a story time. Like, we're still friends to this day. But I knew him since we were, like, little. Like, since before we even started school. We kind of split up for a little bit. And then, like, we reconnected in 6th grade. Like, that's... It's like... my homeboy, like, no. So she calls him to the back of the classroom, and she's writing on the paper, and she show it to him. And then that's when he comes to me. He was like, hey, yo, like, go back there. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I comes up, and I see the paper, like, folded on the desk. I was about to grab it. She was like, no, what are you doing? And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what's on the paper? She's like, nothing. I was like, then why can't I see? She was like, no, it's nothing. So I don't know if sis thought I was weak. Baby, I got that paper out of her hand. I I open it up and read it. The paper says, "This paper smell like Jade." Huh? And what exactly does Jade smell like? If you're trying to be funny, if you're trying to be hilarious, if you thought you were going to get a laugh out of me, what exactly do Jade smell like? Because we're not going to talk about all the times people said you... Y'all, when I say I'm a good friend, like, if you're my friend, I'm down. I'm ride or die. I would be around these girls and they'll talk about how Lisa smell like pee. Lisa braids is old. Lisa forces is dirty. I'm just like, ayo, like, come on, that's not necessary. Like, the girl not even around. The least y'all can do is talk about it when she around. Like, I just defend my friend. And for you to say this paper smell like Jade, baby, let's not talk about how people saying you smell like pee. What exactly does Jade smell like? I just really wanted to know. I was like, what do I smell like? She was like, girl, I was just playing. I was just playing, like, you know, I was just playing, like, girl, like, da 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 da. I'm like, no. I was like, no, like, that don't sit right. Like, what you mean this paper smell like Jade? And I was like, what you smell like? She was like, you taking it too far. It's just a joke. I was like, it's just a joke? No, baby, this is not just a joke. No. So it's like, this ain't right. This ain't right. I'm not finna play with her. And if she think she finna play with me, she finna play in my pockets. That's where the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie, because you're not gonna play in my pockets. That's not no. No. And some more no. So I'm like, So, another incident. We're in an after school program, and like, I feel like, y'all know how I look. Y'all know I'm a precious body built girl. So I'm in school and like I do a handstand into like this one I used to get offended of the like fat jokes and stuff. Like now I don't get offended because it's like I know I could do something to change it, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about you calling me fat. Like it's true. Like what do you want me to say? I'm not skinny. But anyway, this was when I used to get offended from stuff like that, from people calling me like, oh, you're fat, you're this, that, and the third. So I did a handstand, right? And like I tried to go into the back bend, but I fell on my back. Sitting up here laughing up a storm, and like, okay, like she laughing, like I'm laughing too, because I'm like, I just fell, ha, like this girl think they're funny, like I just felt like she laughing with me. No, sis was laughing at me. This girl gonna be like, Jade, when you fell, I just felt the whole world shake. It was an earthquake. And I feel like if you're gonna body shame, I'm gonna just say, like, I don't body shame people, because like, no, body shaming is absolutely horrific. But I'm just gonna say this, like, this probably sounds like I'm body shaming, but just know, if it, like, this sounds bad, like, two wrongs don't make a right, but she has no right to body shame. Like, she has no right. Literally, like, all the stuff people will say about her, oh, she's a skinny stick, oh, she's this, that, like, you're making fun of the wrong, like we're both down bad if you want to make fun of me. Like, I don't condone body shaming, but no, like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. So I have, like, this is wrong, but this girl makes my blood boil. Like, if I see her and she tries something slick with me, I'm gonna drag her. So let's see another story. I remember one day, like, I was just in class, and then her and a group of people, like, was in a circle. Like, mind y'all, like, I'm like, when I'm in class, like, and I'm trying to get work done, I'm gonna sit by myself. Like, I'll be like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna holler at y'all, like, in a few minutes, but I gotta do my work, because, you know, I want my work done. I want to like actually learn. Like, I don't want to always sit with y'all. So she in a circle with people I don't like. That's a red flag. That's how I should have known, like, Jay, this girl, Lisa, is not for you. Like, you need to go on about your life. You need to find new friends or be alone. She will sit in a group with a group of people that I do not like. And I, like, you know, like I said, like, you don't always want to jump to conclusions, but like, it's pretty obvious when somebody talking about you. They all in a group looking at me, king, laughing at me when they call me runaway slave, a burnt piece of charcoal, or you go back to your master. Like, it was really bad. Like, and she would just laugh at me. And like I said, like, I went to a school full of like white people, so like I thought I was white. Like, you know, I acted white. I never really looked at skin color, if that makes sense. Like, I never thought about how dark I am. Like, y'all may look at me right now and be like, girl, you're not as dark as you're making it. But if I turn this all right now, like, it's how dark I am. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not complaining. But when I was in 6th grade, like, I was not comfortable with myself. I looked at how dark I was. I was like, no, this is not okay. Like, I used to really hate myself for how dark I was because I got made fun of it. Like, made fun of how dark I was. Like, made fun of it. So, anyways, yeah, it was really bad. Like, I think I'm gonna do a bullying story, like, the time I got bullied. Oh, did I? Like, if y'all just seen some, like, water shoot, that's my lip gloss. This is like, I don't recommend this to nobody if y'all don't like watery lip gloss. That's why I'm trying to put this one on, because it's thicker. But, yeah, I'm just like, why are you sitting around a group of girls that you know I told you I don't mess with? And that's another thing. So these 2 girls I didn't like. And I told, like, I won't say her name. I told Lisa, like, you know, I don't like the one I don't like the most is da 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 da. Like, I don't like her like that. Like, she real eggy. She sit up here like, I hate people like this. If you gonna hype it up, why would you go back and tell them? So she like, yeah, girl, like, I don't like her either. Like, she do the most da 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 da, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, for real, like, best friend, like, you get where I'm coming from, right? She like, yeah, I get it, and I'm like, oh gosh, like, ride or die. Why the girl that I didn't like the most, like I told her I didn't like the most, go come up to me, why don't you like me? I was like, what? She's like, yeah, Lisa told me, you say you don't like me, why don't you like me? I said, I just don't like you. Like, oh my gosh. Like I said, when I do the time I got bullied in school, like, that girl, oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh, like I have so many regrets, like, not fighting people that I wanted to fight in middle school. But I know in the end it got me somewhere, and like, I'm doing good. Like, if I was fighting, my mama probably wouldn't have gave me a phone. I probably wouldn't be at the school I'm at. Like, if I had a phone, I would not be where I am today. And I say I'm pretty darn successful. But anywho, this is not what we're talking about. So, she would just like try to compete with me a lot. Like, I would get a hairstyle, she'll get a hairstyle the next day, and then try to like compete with me. Like, we're best friends, like, there's no competition. And then, like I said, like, okay, so when I do that final story time how I lost like both of my best friends at the same time, like, y'all, these 2. So I was best friends with Lisa and this other girl. She would always go to Lisa and be like, girl, you my favorite, like, oh my gosh, da 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 da. Like, me and so-and-so favorite color this how you know we're closer. I'm just like, if you don't like me, say that. Like you wasting my time. Like, if you don't want to be around me, say that. If you don't want to be my friend, say that. Like, you're saying you like so-and-so better. Like, the way you acting, you don't like me like that, don't you? And she's like, girl, I didn't even say that. I'm just saying, like, you know, we got most similarities, and then we went to the same elementary school, so like, we've been friends for a long time. I'm like, I get that. I'm not trying to replace her. Like, I know that, but like, the way you're talking real reckless, and you're talking out the side of your neck at this point. Like, you tripping. Like, the way like she was acting, like, if you don't like me, just say that. Like, if you don't want me to be friends with them, just say that. Like, I'm not gonna stop being friends with them because you said something. I'll stop being friends with you, but you're doing a little too much now. So there's a lot more backstories to this girl, to the things she did. She continued, like I said, I get we friends. I don't like taking stuff too seriously, because like, that's my biggest problem. Like, if you do something, like, I'm gonna take it serious before I take it as a joke. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, not all the time. Like if it's evident you're joking, then like, I'm gonna just be like, ha ha ha. But like, half the things she would do, like, I don't think she was playing half the time. Like, I think she really had it out for me. This is another story time. Like, I had a jacket. I was telling like everyone like, can you sign it? Cause like this the year's about to end. Like the time I almost fought her was in 7th grade. Keep that in mind. So like I'm just telling you about 6th grade and all that. So I was like, hey, can everyone sign my shirt? So I was just getting a lot of signatures, and the shirt, well, not the shirt, the jacket was like really cute, and I'm like, okay, all these signatures, but it wasn't filled up. So I was like, okay, the back wasn't filled. Why? Tell me how sis is gonna come up with a purple Sharpie and scratch it across my back. Mind you guys, I could not wash it because the signatures would fade and it would look bad. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So she had a white jacket. I drew back on it, but still, that's not the point. Like, you knew I wanted this jacket to be really cute. You knew like what I wanted to do. Like, you know that I get mad quick. Like I told you, I have anger issues. Da da da. You think just because you're friend, like me and you are friends, like you have every right to try me, and that is not the case, baby girl. No, you don't just do that to someone. If I don't want, like I said, I'm getting mad. Like, and then I think I'm gonna. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that. Cause sis texted me recently with some bull snap. But like I said, we're not even gonna get into that. Anywho, what happened? She was like, what happened? Oh yeah, so I drew back on her thing, and then she gonna get mad at me, and she smacks me. I'm like, so I smack her back, and we're like in the hallways now, just smacking each other. I'm like, cause now you play a little too much for my liking. Like, you're taking my kindness for my weakness. Cause first of all, you ain't even had to do all that. You ain't even had to do all that. Okay? I don't know who told you you could come and write on my jacket and then hit me for writing back on your jacket. Who do you think you are? It's a no from Florida. It gotta be a no from Florida. Cause I don't know who you think you are. So, like I said, there's a lot of stuff leading up. Like, so now we're gonna get into the day where I was like, I'm finna drag this girl. So after a while, like an incident happened, and me and her had like stopped talking. Like, it had been like a week since we like last talked and haha kiki. Like, we would pass by each other in the hallway, like we just wouldn't talk. Like, she was a stranger to me and I was a stranger to her type stuff. So one day, like I said, I had two, like her, Lisa, and this other girl was my best friend. Like, these two, we were in science class, and I was sitting next to my other best friend. This is Lisa, this is the other best friend. I was sitting next to my other best friend, and she knew me and Lisa was like not cool at the moment. And what's it called? What happened? She was texting, like the other best friend and Lisa was texting. And this, I would never knock this one. Like, she was a real one. Like, if somebody would talk about me, she would tell me. But this one was like, you know, so and so, you know, Lisa talked about you in the messages, right? I'm like, let me see your phone. I don't have the screenshots because it was on a girl phone, and like I don't know where the girl at now. But anywho, supposedly the girl was talking about me, so I'm like, let me see your phone. I didn't even bother to read what she was saying. So I texted her. I'm like, why is my name still in your mouth? If you have a big problem with me, just like, what's up? So she was like, girl, like, stop texting my phone. Go get your phone back from your mother. Da 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 da. Your phone is to. I'm like, sis, I know you're not talking. Like, me and her going back and forth in the messages. Until I said, okay, you're doing all this. Do you want to fight? She did not respond to the message. Like, the whole day she did not respond to the message. So I'm like, what's up? Like, sis did all this just to not respond. I was like, okay, maybe her phone got to, like, I gave it the benefits of the doubt. So, you know, I'm just going through the whole day, haha, kiki, and we all in the hallways, da 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 da. I know, ha, meow meow. She not at school that day. Like, I'm actually happy. I'm genuinely happy that day because I'm like, I don't have to do her. I don't see her face. I don't have to pass by her in the hallway and act like I don't know her. Like, cause that gets exhausting. So, it was after school, and I get to my after school program, and the advisor, like, okay, so it was a lady over the whole program Then there was 2 people that watched us in there, and then there was like a lady that passed out food. The lady that passed out food is like irrelevant, but just keep in mind there was 2 people that was watching us during it. And she didn't even contact the why didn't she contact the school? Like, that's embarrassing on her. Anywho, like I said, like, y'all could just tell I'm getting mad because I want to drag her. But anywho, what happened? So she was like, what happened? Yeah, so I get to the after school program or whatever, and then one of the men like pulled me to the side. He was like, come here, can I talk to you? No, this what happened. We were leaving the cafeteria because we were going outside, and he's like, oh, you like, come here, let me speak to you. Like, can I speak to you for a second? I'm like, what? He like what's up with you and Lisa? I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, yeah, what's up with y'all? Like, I ain't been seeing y'all talk lately. I was like, okay, well, then this was just about, like, you and my business. And, like, I guess you felt the need to do that. Like, don't do that. But anyway, I just told him, like, you know, we got into an altercation or whatever. And, like, we just stopped talking. And he was like, oh, okay. Her mom contacted me and said that you were, like, trying to fight her. Baby, you're that scared. I'm like... yeah, because she was talking about me in the messages. She was acting real bold. Like, what's up then? I was like, no, you can't do that. Da 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 da. This, that, and the third. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, in my head, I'm like, boy, you talking is going through one ear and out the other. Like, I'm not finna play with y'all. Like, he was like, you can't fight her. You know, she's going through this, that, and third. I'm not going to spill her business like that. But she's going through this, that, and the third. You know, she has this to do with. She has that to deal with. I'm like... okay, I don't care what she got to do. She wasn't thinking about what she had to deal with when she was talking mess about me in the messages. When she was digging her nails in my skin and pulling my skin up. When she was drawing on my jacket thinking it was funny. When she was going to other people that I didn't like talk about me. When she was going back to people that I was talking about that I don't like. Going and telling them I don't like them. Like, if that was the case, I might as well should have went up there and told them myself. Like, anywho. So he was like, no, don't fight her, da da da. Like, you gonna get in trouble. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I could care less if I get suspended. I'm dragging this girl. She come to school. So the next day comes, she comes to school, and she's like I said, there's like a route that we go. Sis was going the opposite way. So I'm like, no, like after school it's over with for her. So I go up to her. And then the man in there that was like watching us, the one that pulled me to the side the day before, he was like, no, y'all two come here. I was like, bruh, because I was finna drag her when we got outside. Like, like I was ready. Like, I had it all prepared. When he was not looking, I was going to take her to the corner. Bop, bop, bop. So he didn't see me and call my mama. But I was going to bop, 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 beady, beep, boop, boop, boop. And drag her. And he's like, y'all two need to make up. He's like, y'all two stand right here and make up. I'm like, bro, like, on phone them, you doing too much. Just let me drag the girl. Like, I'm not asking for no raise. I'm not asking for no dollar. I'm not asking for no charity. I'm not asking for no car. I'm not asking for no house, no water. I'm just asking you to let me drag the girl. Let me drag her. Just let me drag her. That's all I'm asking. Just let me drag her. He was like, y'all two need to make up. You guys were friends once upon a time. Fighting is not the answer. And y'all just need to just make up because y'all are meant for each other. You guys are meant to be best friends the way you were. So we sitting there talking. And she looked at me and started laughing. Like you know when y'all like try to be serious, you start laughing. So that's what happened. I started laughing. And then he was like, see, this is what we like to see. You guys are friends. I'm proud of you too. You guys keep it up. Da 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 da. I'm like, this can't be happening. So long story short, we wound up not fighting because like we started laughing and talking and then we became like best friends again. So I wound up not fighting a girl, but that day I was set. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do a story time on the time that like when we stopped being friends for like, there's a lot of times where we had like a little arguments and would like not talk for a week, but this like the time like it wasn't as bad as this, but like it was. Anyway. But yeah, that's the story time on how I almost fought my best friend. Like I said, like y'all need to pick and choose y'all friends wisely. If y'all noticing like toxic signs in friendship, like just leave the friendship. Like I know it may be hard, like don't get me wrong, it may be hard, like it's hard, but like it's hard. Losing friends is hard, like especially if you've been down for the... But anywho, like I said, choose your friends wisely. If you see the toxic signs like that, like I just explained to you, like talking about me to other people or laughing when people talk about me, you know I don't like them. You know my insecurities. I told you what I'm insecure about. I cried to you about my insecurities and all that. Like, and you just let people sit around and talk about it and laugh, and then you go talk about, oh, this paper smell like Janae. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, talk about me. Like, honestly, like, what are you getting out of that? Like, just if you get any of those signs, just know that's not your friend. Like, just leave it. I wish I knew that. I would have saved myself the times I walked around the school crying because I lost all my friends. I could have been a lot better of a person I was in 8th grade. Because once I lost them, like, I was broken. I was like, if I'd have done this a lot earlier, I would have been broken for that year and got over it. Because I get over stuff pretty quick. But this, I just think about her and think about all the things I could have done to her that day. Now, if I see her, would I do it? Probably not. Because, for one, I'm in this program. And if I get caught fighting, I'm going to get kicked out. And I kind of, like, need that program, if that makes sense. The school. Like, it'll look really bad on my reputation. And my reputation look really good right now. And I'm not trying to do that. And like I said, I'm not the ghetto 8th grader that I was. Or the 6th grader. Ghetto middle schooler, to be honest. Because I was real ghetto. But it was really bad in 8th grade. But anyways, that's not the point. Like, I don't want to go back to that ghetto-ness that I was. Like, it's time to grow. So if I see her, would I fight her? No. I do follow her on TikTok. I probably shouldn't have said that. But, yeah, we follow each other back on TikTok. But it's got to be a no from Florida. But yeah, I remember like when she like got back on TikTok, whatever, she texted me and like we were just texting a little bit. She was like, "Oh, what dance should I do?" I was like, "Do the Renegade, da da da." Like, oh God. You know, she texted me recently. I'm probably gonna put those up here just for some. She'll text me talk about girl, if you don't like my videos, I know something. I'm like, what's on the videos that I'm supposed to like? Like, she was like, I mean, you like the rest of them. You should just go back and like, girl, you want to be seen so bad, don't you? You want to be seen so bad, don't you? Like I said, she probably gonna know and talk about her. Do I care? Nope. Cause I ain't name drop. The picture I'm using, I'm gonna cover her face up, obviously. So you ain't got nothing on me, baby girl. But anywho, that's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm gonna call the police on you. But anywho, thank you for watching this video. Like I said, that concludes the story time on the time I almost fought my best friend. And yeah, like I said, choose your friends wisely. If they're showing signs of toxicness, you need to get them out, okay? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I mean, you can share. You don't got to. But if you do, I mean, thank you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah.